What's up, YouTube? Red Zone 101, God bless and peace. Hey guys, I got another video for you. I was thinking about doing another impact test with some of my CO2 options for self-defense. And my wife was nice enough to donate these refrigerator doors. She was going to keep them for a project. Unfortunately, we had a blackout a couple of years ago. The power went. And when it came back on, I made the classic mistake of not unplugging certain appliances, and this was one of them. So it bit the dust. So we're gonna not let this go to waste. So we're gonna try shooting a couple of these non-lethal, potentially non-lethal CO2 options for self-defense, and we're gonna see what kind of impact we get with these. Now, as we know, these are not firearms. A firearm, like my Smith & Wesson M&P Compact in 22, which I am carrying, and I have no problem carrying a 22 for self-defense. A firearm is designed for penetration. A firearm is designed to penetrate, to hit vital organs, basically to stop an attacker, like what have you. These here are not designed to penetrate, but to give that hard punch. Okay, so we're going to see what kind of damage or results we get from hitting these stainless steel doors here. Now these doors are filled with foam, they're just refrigerator doors. Now I don't expect any of these rounds to go through, but I want to see what kind of damage they do, because this is going to show you what kind of damage it's going to do to an attacker. Let's say someone is trying to do a home invasion, someone's trying to carjack you, what have you, and you lawfully have to defend yourself. We're going to see what kind of results we get from these. So let's set up the camera, and without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, here we go. Now, the first non-lethal option for self-defense that I'm going to try out is going to be the Byrna HD launcher. Now, that's always been my personal choice for non-lethal self-defense for carry. Hang on one second, let me grab it. This is my Byrna HD launcher. As you see, I've done a little customizing to it. The only thing I've done besides the paint job is I've added the 12-gram CO2 adapter, which gives it like 6 feet more, from what I'm reading, feet per second. So it's supposed to give you more power, and you're using a 12-gram CO2, so it's going to last longer. Now this right here, I've got it loaded up with Byrna rounds here, a mixture of Byrna rounds and also some Jawbreaker rounds. So we're going to take a shot at the first target. We're going to shoot all of these, and then afterwards we're going to look at the results, okay? So I'm only going to shoot one mag of this, 2 shots of my, right here, I've got my Umarex HDS double barrel, and we're going to shoot 2 shots of that. We're also going to shoot 2 shots of my Umarex HDR. These are all in .68 caliber, the same as my Byrna. That's one of the reasons for that I got them, so I could basically use the same ammo for each one. But the shotgun shoots 2 rounds, double barrel. We're only going to shoot 2 rounds with that. The revolver here actually has a 5-round mag, so we're going to shoot 5 rounds of this and just see what kind of results we get. Now, the Byrna is shooting at like 300 feet per second. I think it's got like, trying to think of how many joules. I think it's 11, 12 joules or whatever of energy. The revolver, well, let's try this again. The shotgun has about, normally when you buy it, it has 7.5 joules, but mine's been tuned up, so it's got 16 joules. It's got over twice as much as a normal one would have, like in that configuration. The revolver has a whopping 30 joules of energy. The revolver is shooting anywhere between 400 to maybe 460 feet per second. The shotgun's shooting at about, I think it's 325 plus feet per second or something around there. I don't have my cheat sheet with me, so anyway, let's get to this video. I'm going to take the first shots with the Byrna over here, and we'll just see what happens. All right, let's go. Okay, that was the Byrna HD launcher. We're going to move now to the shotgun, which is made by Umarex. That's my T4E HDS. Okay. Now I've shown this one before. This is one of my faves now. It's easy to load. Instead of pushing here where you would normally open up a shotgun, you press this lever here, it pops open. I've already got 2 rounds in it. For this one, you have to tighten it here. Your CO2 goes in there. I showed that like in one of my last videos. Tighten it up a little bit. Make sure it's good to go. Good. And now to load to pierce the CO2, you have to hit it. Okay. Did I put a CO2 in it? Hold on. Let me make sure I got a CO2 in first. Guess what, people? I did not put a CO2 in it. I thought I had. There we go. I'll put a little oil on the CO2 here. We're going to put it back in the launcher. Okay. Goes in like this right here. Then you're going to tighten it up here. Give it a whack. That's what we're looking for. This little red tab here to come up. You're ready to shoot now. Now we're going to take a couple of shots at the big one there. I'm only going to do 1 barrel at a time. With this one here, you can actually shoot both barrels at the same time. This is your barrel selector. Push it to the left, shooting the left barrel. Push it to the right, you're shooting the right barrel. Push it in the center, you got both barrels. All right, let's do the left barrel first. Here we go. And now we're going to do the right barrel. Wow. All right, I love this one. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. It is unloaded, easy to load. This is probably my new. I love them all, but this one is just so much fun to shoot. All right, let's try the revolver. Let's make sure we have a CO2 in this time before I go whacking this thing. Okay. I don't have a CO2. Here we go with the CO2. We're going to put some oil on it. Put it in the same way that we do the shotgun. Drop it in this way first. Head has to go up because this is what's going to pierce your CO2 when you whack it. So the head of the CO2 has to be facing downward of the grip. Okay. Tighten it up. You don't want to over tighten it. You don't want to use tools to tighten it because you can break the seal. So now I'm going to whack this the same way. There you go with your red indicator there. It lets you know that it's good, it's charged, it's ready to go. All right, let's take a couple of shots with this one. Wow. One thing about this has a lot of power, really loud. That's not a bad thing to me because in a self-defense situation, again, I've said this before, bad guys don't want to draw attention. This will draw attention. Any of these that I've just shot will draw attention because they are loud. But this here, wow, really loud. Okay, guys, let's take a look and just see what kind of impact we had with it, what kind of damage we're doing to this these stainless steel refrigerator doors. All right, take a little trip. Now the first one is the Byrna. Gotta say, that's not bad. You get hit with that, man. Wow, that's gonna smart. Now that's gonna hurt. Forget that. That's not gonna smart. That's gonna hurt. That's a nice sized dent there it's putting. Granted, as I said, it's not designed for penetration, but that hard punch, man, that's, and this is, it's got foam behind it too, so you know that's actually helping to reinforce the steel here, and it's still doing that kind of damage. And that's what the Byrna. Now the Byrna has the least power of all of these. That said, wow. Anyway, okay, let's look at this one here. This is the shotgun, and I can tell you right off the bat, that's wow, that's even a bigger dent than the Byrna, and you can see that's, wow, that's pretty deep. So if you got hit, granted it's only got 2 shots, but you get hit with one of those, trust me. In a self-defense situation, a bad guy is definitely going to back up off of you. Trust me. Yeah, I mean, that's your Byrna. That's the shotgun. Okay, now the revolver has the most power, and I can tell you, this is hitting really hard, especially that first one. Look at those dents there. I mean, if you ever had to use that for self-defense, wow. I don't know what to tell you, except the person is going to back up off of you real quick. Heck, you might even drop them with that one. I mean, one thing about self-defense, and all of these we're talking about here, everything from the Byrna here to the, let me see, the Umarex T4E HDS shotgun, to the Umarex T4E, get all these letters right, HDR revolver. These are all designed to cause, well, let's just be honest. When you're using these, you're trying to cause as much non-lethal trauma, I guess is the best way to put it, as possible. In other words, pain is a motivator. The Byrna here, the shotgun, the revolver, trust me, they do, wow. They're going to get the job done with good shot placement. And I'm shooting from about, like I said, at about 17 to maybe 20 feet. And so, like, I'm always shooting at room distance because that's what I'm practicing for. I'm not using these to shoot out, you know, 20, 60, 20, 50 to like 100 yards. That's not what these are designed for. These are designed for self-defense distances, up close and personal. And if you use them within the parameters that they're designed for, trust me, they can be very effective with good shot placement. Now, that said, just to conclude this video, I want to try the slingshot just to see what kind of damage we do. We're going to shoot at the like the middle one there. I mean, we've seen what kind of damage the CO2 options for self-defense can do. My slingshot is just for fun. That said, if that's all I had and I was able to prepare in time, trust me, I could probably deliver a really good effective blow with this. So let's take a shot with that. We're going to be using, instead of .68 caliber projectiles, we're going to use these 1/2-inch steel balls, and we're going to do 2 shots with this. So let me set up the camera. I know none of us would probably ever use a slingshot for self-defense, but let's just see what happens when we shoot these stainless steel doors with it. Okay. Now, I am not the best shot well, the best with a slingshot. I'm the best with the handgun. I'm pretty decent with my CO2 options for self-defense. But let's see what happens. Here we go. Wow. Let's try that one more again. I thought I saw the projectile come back here. I'll find it later. Now the one thing about the slingshot, where the others, you're going to get more range for self-defense. The slingshot, I don't see being used any further than 20 to maybe 35 feet, because after a certain footage or whatever, it starts to lose power, it starts to drop. But at anywhere between 17 to 20 feet, hey. Let's take a look at that. Now those are with the 1/2-inch steel balls. I can tell you, they're hitting really hard. I mean, we're talking just about as hard, nah, not quite. I'm looking at the dents in these and it's not quite as, you know what? That's impressive regardless. If you got hit with that, even one shot with that in the right place, that's gonna hurt. That is definitely going to hurt. Yeah. Anyway, people, this is Red Zone 101. This was just a simple comparison video. Nothing was scientific. Just to show you what kind of impact these CO2 options for self-defense have. So this way you'll know what kind of effect it's going to have on a would-be attacker. Hopefully we'll never have to use them for anything but for recreation and practice. Move the slingshot like out of there. That's just for recreation, but again, that would be I wouldn't want to get hit with it. But still, I mean, the Byrna will get the job done. The shotgun definitely will. And same thing like with the revolver that I have here. With good shot placement, yes, definitely. And when I do carry these, let's say that they're, if I had them in my car, I've got this nice case for them. So this way, you know, the Byrna's the easiest to carry. I'm just going to be honest with you. You can put it in a holster, and you're good to go. A holster, a small bag, what have you. Shot's going to be a little bit more difficult. I would never carry that. That would probably be something just, you know, by like my bedside or whatever. Even in a car, you could probably transport that. The same thing like with the revolver. You definitely wouldn't want to carry. I mean, they make a holster for it, but trying to carry that's going to be really awkward, and you'd have to have a really long coat. So for carry, the Byrna HD launcher, my shotgun here, my HDS, it's going to be for home, maybe the car. The same thing with my HDR here, revolver. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. Again, those are some pretty impressive impacts on this, wow, of these targets. I mean, you get hit with any one of these, yeah, like you're gonna feel it. Anyway, God bless and peace. You guys, again, I thank you for watching. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. As always, be careful. Be safe out here. Times are getting rough, and it doesn't look like they're going to get any better. So protect yourselves, but always lawfully. On that note, God bless and peace.